Smith to say a few words on behalf of the Engineering Council and the good news to the junior category.
Thank you very much, KK. I've been introduced so often now as Dr. Smith, I'm going to have to get this PhD. It's getting ridiculous. I'm only Mr. Smith, but thanks very much for promoting me.
I thought you wanted to confess how it was.
Well, it's only a matter of time, I'm sure. Well, I'm chairman of the Engineering Council London region, and I've managed to persuade our committee to award a prize to the best placed London area school who enter. So I hope we do have a London school enter. So I think they're probably liable to do quite well, if only by default. We're trying to arrange by having lots of cheeses and lots of prizes, so that anybody who does enter, hopefully, does not necessarily go away empty-handed. We're not trying to give a prize to everybody, but we would like to see lots more schools and lots more colleges excuse me, entering. The Engineering Council is the overarching body which controls, well, the engineering institutions don't like to think of being controlled, but that's a convenient word. All the engineering institutions, there are 43 of them, I think, the electrical engineers, the civil engineers, mechanical engineers, and so forth. And so I have two hats as part of the Engineering Council, part of the IEE. So I'm representing the professional group C15, the robotics professional group as well. So I think that's all I can say, except to say if anybody would like to think of this come up here today, would like to think of a way of suggesting how we can make improvements for next time, how we can make it more fun for entrants, more fun for spectators. Do come see me afterwards, and I'll try and put any suggestions into the system, because I also am part of the committee that writes the rules for this. And that's not to say that the students who's also a PhD student of mine is not going to win a prize. I mean, I have to leave that in separate systems. Everybody would be crying fix, I think, if I did that.
He's not a judge, by the way.
They don't let me be a judge. Well, thank you very much for coming. It's lovely to see so many happy, friendly faces. I hope you enjoy what you're about to see. And I'd like to thank you all very much. And if you do have any suggestions, please let me know.
I'm not going to come forward and have a go. Tell me a bit about Psycho. How long has it taken to develop? What's he got? Motors? Got motors? Good.
Well, we only started it about a month ago because we only introduced to the competition about then. So that's when we started.
Experience tells me a month is about 10% of the time you need. Carry on.
It's called Psycho because of its strange behaviour in the maze.
Nice.
It doesn't seem to have any self-control at all. Even when we try to control it. So
What sort of process has it got?
hasn't got any first.
So it's going to be manually operated externally. Right. Great. Glue it, stick it, and if it doesn't work, throw it away and make another one. That's how I used to develop mice. You know, if it doesn't work, throw it away and make another one. Now, there's a certain amount of starting line tuning going on. The switch broke, so we're using the time-honoured method of switching on by twisting two wires together. And I can see Psycho being controlled from the back end here.
Does that make sense?
Even more outside assistance. Now, Tell us about the basic philosophy. What are the controls on the button box? I can see
Basically that. Forward. And this is the forward sensor, the front sensor, the left sensor, and the right sensor.
Because it was meant to have, it's got sensors on it, but it's we've also included an analyzer system that when it gives the decision, but it's now working worse than expected.
These are mechanical sensors. The next stage is the intermediate class, for which we saw the heats this morning. Now we're going to run the final, and the 6 finalists are Simple Simon by Sean Quinn, Dash 1, Duncan Lutit, Mousy Plus, Dave Barrett, Maisie, Chalia Canet, he's going to tell me how to pronounce his second name, Woodwalker by Lenny Ewan, and Genesis Simon Pomeroy. And I guess we're going to run them in this order because otherwise they wouldn't have been written down in this order. Kurosh, this is the running order you want, right. Is it? Okay. Well, do you want to have the lights off? This is the final. Whatever you say goes.
We let it run until it crashes, if it crashes.
Then he can blame the lights.
Sounds good to me. Right, we'll let it go. Yes.
Yes, even worse than bright lights are flashes. Could we avoid using flash guns and things during the competition, please? If you want to take flash photographs, I'm sure people will arrange a photo session for you. Oh, I've got a suspicion he thinks he's done a right angle turn.
Sounds a bit like a crash to me.
Okay.
So, yeah, if you could switch the lights on, please.
If you're standing there and a light, switch it off. Thank you.
Okay, we're all ready again.
Go.
Okay, I may have to do a few touches here to get it back online again. The steering isn't all it's really cracked up to be on this mouse. I did actually have some better software, but I couldn't actually get it working 100%. So I've had to go back to something I had about 4 months ago. I was really concentrating on the sensor technology.